edition of News Review brought to you by Wisdom Yard Television. I am Odunayo Adelere, and with me in the studio this afternoon,
I'm Ambassador Richie Merilo, son of the Prophetess. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching WITV. Please keep on watching WITV because there's only this channel that you can get facts about what is going on in Nigeria and all over the world.
Like I climb more always, we are on all social media platforms. We're on Facebook, on YouTube, on X accounts, on TikTok, on Instagram, at Wisdom Yard Online TV. You can as well join the WhatsApp community on 07010108549. As well, you can be a sponsor for any of the shows showing on WITV. You can as well bring in your adverts. Let's make your products known to the whole wide world. We want to appreciate our sponsor, Nokpa Herbals, this with Nokpa Herbal Mixture, Herbal Co, Herbal Tonic, Herbal Bitters, Herbal Flusher Powder, Herbal Energy Powder, whichever you need. You can send a DM or call the number 07010108549 to know more about it and place your order. Remember to adorn your health with herbals because health is wealth. You know how we do it on the show. We'll bring to you news that made it to the top. We'll go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk on the one we should talk about. But you can also join in the conversation in the comment section. Let's know your mind. Let's know your opinions. Let's rub minds together for the betterment of Nigeria. On Punch newspaper this morning, we have Mpox, which is monkeypox. Federal government tightens border surveillance as case hits 39. Court orders forfeiture of Emefiele'S $2.4 million Lagos Delta assets. Earthman granted 800,000 naira bail for destroying Ekiti farm. EFCC detains Nakon chair, recovers 314,098 Saudi Riyal. On Vanguard newspaper, we have seizure of presidential jet, presidency, Ogun move to vacate Paris court order. Federal government has turned Nigerians into beggars through palliatives, Afe Babalola. Federal government announces reforms to strengthen healthcare regulations. On Daily Post newspaper, we have Tinubu in charge for 8 years, Atiku ex-aide Boala blasts critics. Nigerian government unveils regulation to boost food security. My family has generational jinx. Nobody lives up to 80 years. Obi Kubana. These are the news that made it to the top today. Let's go on a short commercial break to our sponsor, Nokpa. When we come back, we'll continue from where we stopped. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. Your family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Herbal Mixture, your family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
Yeah, welcome back from Bashert commercial break. That is our sponsor, Nokpa. Remember, I said adorn your health with herbals because health is wealth. So the first one here says court orders forfeiture of Emefiele'S $2.4 million Lagos Delta assets.
Well, you know one thing about Nigerian judgment.
Okay.
Was that anybody that is not on their side always face their wrath.
Yeah.
Thank God this one is coming at this point in time for him to have, for the court to have granted the order of forfeiture of what Emefiele, because I saw one of his, I saw one the video that went viral online where Emefiele built a single house on a 24 plots of land in Agbo.
Okay, you.
Yes, I saw it. I saw it. I asked somebody who is from Agbo. Truly, the person confirmed that.
It's a confirmed case.
That is a confirmed case. So I wonder why, if someone is not crazy enough, if someone is not mentally disordered, how would you build a house which is not an estate?
That 24 plots is how many acres?
It's about 4.
I think 6 acres. 6 plots is 1 acre.
It's about 4 acres.
That's massive.
For a single person. This set of people travel abroad. They saw the system in abroad. The way they were trying to eradicate poverty away from the faces of their country. They never brought those initiatives and put it into action in Nigeria, or what an average man that was being elected to a post were given an appointment is to get there and embezzle money.
The Federal High Court in Lagos on Thursday ordered the interim forfeiture of $2.04 million and 7 properties connected to former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele. Justice Akitayo Aluko made the order following an application by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, which is investigating alleged fraudulent activities linked to Emefiele. The properties in question include prime real estate in Lekki and Ikoyi, Lagos, as well as a large industrial complex under construction in Agbo, Delta State. Justice Aluko stated that the interim forfeiture was necessary to prevent the dissipation of the assets suspected to be proceeds of unlawful activities. The properties listed in this application are reasonably suspected to have been acquired through proceeds of unlawful activities, he said. When somebody is being elected as, should I say, a leader,
being appointed in a certain post in Nigeria,
position or another, and the only mindset you have is this position that I'm going to, I want to go and embezzle money. Do you think you can actually go scot-free with something like that?
Let me tell you this. It depends on the kind of leadership that we are having in the country. You see, I always refer to a case of Oshiomhole. When Oshiomhole was the NLC leader, do you know how Oshiomhole
he fought for them?
I've been fighting for the masses. He fought against the leader. In fact, he was one of those people that gave the federal government tough time during his own time. No, now Oshiomhole has joined politics now. Nothing about the welfare of those people that he left behind. He can no longer say the truth. When he was campaigning for Buhari, he said, join APC, your sin is forgiven. Automatically, those that embezzle money in PDP, that later left to APC. Nobody talked about that. And in politics, there is a slogan they have that they say, no permanent enemy, no permanent friend. Automatically, the same set of code now. If another party emerges as the president now, for instance, let's say EPP emerges as the president or Labour Party emerges as the president, those miscreants, those ruiners from APC will still defect to Labour Party, coming with sugar-coated man that they have seen that it was Labour Party that can take the Nigeria to the destination they want, based on the national cake that they are eating. They are not always enough of what they are getting. Okay, now, a senator came out yesterday that they have taken away home
21 million.
Excuse me. What's 21 million naira? Somebody came out this morning and said it was a lie that their takeaway home is not up to 21 million. Okay, declare how much is it? You cannot say if you don't have.
I think somebody came out to say one particular amount. How much
now,
is yours?
Come out and tell us how much is your own takeaway home, which what the country has come to with the disarray that the APC and the FCC have brought to the face of the country. Emefiele said you have turned the old Nigerians into beggars with your palliative. What will palliative do? Automatically you can see the system of government that Tinubu is running in the face of Nigeria. They want to turn the old Nigerians into beggars. They want to cage the old Nigeria to the extent in which some set of people will be at the top, directing the affairs, ruining the affairs of the country. Whatever they say is their final.
You said something about one senator coming out to say it's take away home in a year. Is a month or year? It's 21
in
million.
In a month. He's not talking about
Remember
a year.
one
Shehu Sani said 13.5 billion naira was what he earned as a senator. Then, during I think it was during Obasanjo's regime or during Yar'Adua's regime. Then, no, not to talk of now.
Who is deceiving who?
So,
when the rep came out, was it the rep or the Senate said they are going to slash their salary by 50%? And we heard it was 600,000 naira.
What will 50% do in the surface of the country? The ex-president Obasanjo that came out that says the Senate were the one that is
determining their salary.
Is it not speaking nothing but the whole truth?
The properties as listed include 2 fully detached duplexes at number 17B, Akim Ojumosu Street, Lekki Phase 1, Lagos. A 1,919,592 square meter undeveloped land in Onyinkan Abayomi Drive, formerly Queen's Drive in Ikoyi. That's 2. A bungalow at number 65A, Onyinkan Abayomi Drive, Ikoyi. That's 3. A 4-bedroom duplex at 12A, Probin Road, Ikoyi. Sir, that's 4.
If someone is not crazy.
An industrial complex on 20 plots of land in Agbo, Delta State. 5. 8 apartments on Ajekunle Lawal Road, Ikoyi, 6. And a full duplex at 2A Bank Road, Ikoyi, 7 for one person.
If someone is not crazy, if someone doesn't, I'm sorry to have used that language, if someone doesn't have mentally disorder, how come a single man? Look at what...
I'm not done. In addition to the properties, the court also ordered the interim forfeiture of 2 share certificates of Queensdorf Global Fund Limited Trust, a company allegedly linked to Emefiele.
To Emefiele. And when this set of people die, they transfer the wealth to their children. The children now will come on board and run the affairs. Look at what happened recently in America. They said, okay, a takeaway home for a president for good 1 year. The president of the United States of America for good 1 year is takeaway home for good 1 year is okay. Is not to compare, cannot be compared with a takeaway home of a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for 1 month. Automatically, your 1 month salary pays American president a year salary. Where have we gotten it wrong?
Do they even sit down and think of the way they are actually ruining the affairs of this
country? Where have we gotten it wrong in this country?
Because it is in the same country whereby once you attain the seat of whether a councillor, a chairman, a governor, a senator, a president, or whatever position you hold, the day you attain that position, you start receiving different kind of allowances, not talk of salary. You receive food allowances, water allowances, light allowances.
A lot of people will come lobbying under you all for them to get a contract.
The president was going...
That is attached with envelopes and some portfolios.
The president was going on this tour to Equatorial Guinea, that is Malabo, to meet the president to sign some deal. I don't know whatever deal. He said on petroleum security and gas stuff, they are going to sign it. And I looked at the list of people that followed the president. There were 7 in numbers, according to what came out in news. But somebody said, when I was reading it, I said, are these people not too much to follow the president? The president said, we should be thankful. Before, they are up to 150.
Yes, you know, Ajuri came out too.
Later, the president said, they just brought out 7 names. Do you know how many other attached are going with them? Because the Minister of Information will go with his own PA, will go with his own security. Likewise, the Minister for Petroleum will go with his own... All on the federal government expenses.
And you say you are reforming the economy. You brought a renewed hope agenda. Automatically, you are bringing a renewed hope, poverty in the face of the land. Because when you were campaigning, you saw what Buhari did. You were the one that brought Buhari, that says Buhari was the right man. For good 8 years, it was one excuse to another, one lame excuse to another. When the first tenor of the first year of Buhari, well, when you people came out, when people began to shout, this killing is too much, this hunger is too much, this this hike in price is too much. You said 1 year is not enough for us to complain about Buhari. Buhari spent 8 years. At the end of the day, nothing to show off. No development, nothing to show off in the face of the country than corruption. The money that was being retrieved from the Ikoyi cemetery, the money that was being retrieved from Ikoyi building, nothing to write off. All the money that was being retrieved from the so-called PDP that you claim to be the runners of this country, where is the money? What do they use the money for? The money that has been shared today. Now is the turn of Renew Hope agenda. What's the Renew Hope agenda? Renew poverty, which the policy that you people are into in this country.
You see, Nigeria is just a funny country to live in. If you permit me to use that word, it's a funny country to live in, whereby when you are in pain and you decide to let out your pain for people to know, they will tell you, are you the only one going through pain? So we find ourselves so adaptive to that nature, whereby when somebody is inflicting pain on you, you keep on laughing.
You keep on laughing. That's
because you don't want somebody
suffering and you smiling. Because when you talk now, they'll send soldiers out there to go and kill you. What happened in Lekki Toll Gate? It was a peaceful protest. When the soldiers were coming, the protesters were flying the flag of Nigeria. All of a sudden, the CCTV, can you imagine?
CCTV went up that particular moment.
This set of people don't know that their history, with what they are doing. You people comes out to say, okay, most of the Nigerians that are traveling out here are denting the image of Nigeria. What about you leaders that call yourself, you ruiners that call yourself leaders, denting the image of Nigeria? Particularly, they said they switch off the CCTV camera so those incidents cannot be traced. The army, when they sought, what happened to the judges? What happened to the panel that were being set up? To compensate those people that were being brutalized by the by the police. Then the army official came out to deny that there was never a shooting. At the end of the day, when the pressure kept on mounting on them, when there was a footage of a video that someone recorded, they said, okay,
the person that recorded it was still on their
watch list too, because
if not for the intervention of the international people.
So
that
they said they only use rubber bullets. At the end of the day, they said they use live ammunition. When a bullet was picked from that place, brought before the panel of justice that was being set up to investigate the matter, till now, nothing comes out of it.
You know one funny thing again, since I got to this age that I am, since I know about that Lekki toll gate, I've never for once had a day that the lights in that Lekki toll gate actually went off. Not until October 20, 2020, whereby the lights went off. I was like, is it why that particular moment? Why that special time? Why is it coming off at that particular? If not that you had your hidden agenda to these Nigerians, to these poor Nigerians that are out there, coming out to tell you that enough of going through pain in the hand of the so-called security operatives.
It's ordained in the word of God. Let me tell you this. You either be a governor, if you're a governor, you are a senator, you are a president. It's either you are from a Muslim background or you are from a Christian background. And I believe the Bible you carry, the Quran you carry, is against killing. And let me tell you this: he who killed by the blood, by the sword, shall surely die by the sword. Your children, you are into it. No. Let me tell you. Let's speak one thing about the whole truth. Let's forget about settlement.
I know, but this is
Okay.
So you have to take a shot. But it is a saying that says, "He will live by sword will surely die by sword." That's just a normal saying for everybody that actually live on this face of the earth. And this one funny thing again that happens in Ekiti State. This is the second headline, says Earthman granted 800,000 naira bail for destroying Ekiti farm.
I was so surprised, and I wait for the future of this country, most especially the judiciary system. The judiciary system in Nigeria has nothing to write on. We have many lawyers, many sons that are working tirelessly to make sure things got right.
My first question was, when I saw this, and I was like, why would they grant an Earthman?
I'm still coming to that. An Earthman. Okay, for instance, now you said we should go into farming. The food insecurity that we have over the land, what happened? Because a lot of people can no longer have access to their farm. Those set of people that can have access to their farm. I saw a video that went viral in Ekiti. Somebody went to the bank and obtained a loan of, I think, 40 million naira to go and purchase a land. And the guy planted cassava, the guy planted maize. All of a sudden, one single night, he was called by his brother that one night like that, Fulani herdsmen came, they had to destroy all the crops. Somebody went to a bank to go and acquire the loan, to go and get a loan. Do you know how much interest is going to pay back on that loan? With the rate of the interest loan that the CBN, the policy of the CBN, that almost killed most of the companies, that made most of the companies run out from Nigeria. Now somebody brought his own cow to destroy somebody's land. Then the judges could do nothing than to grant that person 800,000 naira. So if it was let me say, if it was two fighting now, they will say, okay, go and bring 5 million, they will grant you 5 million naira bail, and somebody who have a landed property in the area where the court premises is, then you will know that there's a corruption in the judiciary system. At the end of the day, if care is not taken, these Fulani ass men that did this evil act will be released. Now, tomorrow that person that his land was being destroyed, that was not being compensated. If anything happens to tomorrow, and there was a clash, and the man went ahead in killing all of the cows he met on his farm, they will say he took law into their hand, into his hand, that he would have reported the matter to the police. That is why at times when you see people doing jungle justice, somebody who came now, who stole your baby, kill your baby, you later discover that this is the person, and you confess, they kill the person, the police will come and begin to say that is jungle justice. Because if care is not taken, that person can be easily taken to the police station. Within 3 days, you see the person roaming about the street.
For you to know, we are actually living in a failed country. this scenario whereby an armed robber actually burgled into your home.
Into your house, oh.
And you were so fortunate, let me use that word, you are fortunate enough to apprehend such a person, probably, but let's just say you were able to take one of the person's hand off. The next thing the police will tell you is, why did you do that?
Why did you do that?
Somebody that invaded into my privacy, unannounced.
If the person kills you,
if he kills me, what would you say?
If the person kills you, the highest the police people will come is to sympathize with your family and say, okay, they are going to launch a manhunt or investigation into the matter, and that will be the end of the case. If the person is not being apprehended. But for instance, now when an armed robber came and the person burgled into your house, you were fortunately enough, according to what you said, you apprehend the armed robber. Maybe the armed robber was brutalized by you. At the end of the day, when the armed robber is taken to the police station, they will tell you before any other case, take him to the hospital, go and treat that person.
You have to go and treat the person. The Ekiti State Police Command said it has arraigned a 20-year-old cattle rearer, Muhammadu Bello, before an Ado Ekiti Chief Magistrate Court for allegedly destroying farm produce valued at 3.8 million naira, belonging to 4 individuals.
3.8 million naira, and the person was granted 800.
The police prosecutor, Inspector Elijah Adejare, told the court on Thursday that defendant committed the offense on August 10 at Idoile Ekiti. Adejare alleged that the defendant, who is a cattle rearer, maliciously damaged the farm produce valued at 300,000 naira, belonging to one Awiye Olushola. The defendant also maliciously damaged the farm produce valued at 2.8 million naira, belonging to one Onisam. Not just one particular farm, different farms. The defendant maliciously damaged farm produce valued at 300,000 naira, belonging to one Igbalajobi Adeyome. The defendant also maliciously damaged farm produce valued at 400,000 naira, belonging to one Akiola Sunday. And to think of it, the only thing you can do is granting that person 800,000 naira bill. Who should be remanded? Who should be behind the bars, if not this person?
No, maybe there is another.
He did not do it once.
Maybe there is another from above that you have to temper justice with
mercy. The person that went ahead to use his cattle to destroy other people's family, did he temper mercies with justice?
At times, let me tell you this, most of these police officers, they are working on others. These are some of those things that I want you to know. You know, the DP, the ASP, the corporal, the constable, the sergeant, the inspector were working under the DPO. The DPO was working directly under the commissioner of police. What if the commissioner of police called the DPO and say, okay, that case, so I want that case to be buried? What will happen? If the DPO hesitates of saying, no, sir, I must go into
just say that he has been
before
sacked.
you get to know, the DPO, they will just look for a way to sack the DPO. And that's all. The labor that the work that he has been doing, that he has been labor tirelessly both day and night, will just
go down the drain.
Not until when corruption stops
being evacuated
from the head, nothing will change in the face of this country.
So if the head is getting rotten, then it's going to affect the whole body. The last but not the least, Tinubu in charge for 8 years. Atiku's ex-aide Boala says.
Yes, he may say that based on what happened in the last meeting, the Council of Elders meeting, and the ex-president. You know, so most of the ex-president that attended the meeting.
Both the head of state, the former
both the head of state, former, excluding those people that
apart from Obasanjo and
at the end of the meeting said, your policy is right. Go on with your policy. We are behind you. You see, let me tell you this, at times, a lot of people will be behind you as if they are always in support of you, not knowing that they are pushing you down to your grave. It is now for you to retain. Open your brain, be wise and see the kind of people that are closer to you. Because let me tell you this, I have never seen anybody that was being elected as a president that has his own appointee. None of the appointee will ever come out and go against the rules of their masters.
Who wants to be removed
either
from his position?
Good or bad, because they will never want to be removed from their post, except somebody who is ready to face the consequence and say, okay, this country belongs to us, we must speak nothing but the whole truth.
Daniel Bola, former spokesman of the 2023 presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, has said President Bola Tinubu will be in charge for 8 years. Bola said the vote of confidence passed on Tinubu by the Council of State was a testament that if the president will complete his 2 tenures if voted in 2027. Posting on his X page, he wrote, "The passing of the vote of confidence by the Council of State is a clear reminder to the political class whose idea of democracy is either they must be the ones in charge or must control who is in charge that our democracy has passed that stage. You may not like our official about.
You see, let me tell you this. Anybody will just come up on social media and begin to say whatever he likes based on looking for the attention of the president. It was former Atiku's aide. Yeah, I didn't be Atiku has been elected as the president. He wouldn't have come to the ruling party because they could see that, okay, where is the national cake side now? Let me defect.
Just like your brother.
My brother, Wike. You know, Wike is eating from the national cake, but with what he's doing now, if care is not taken, he will surely fall. So
he said, accept that reality and have peace of mind. We all say no to backdoor regime change. Tinubu's administration has come under intense critique due to hardship, suffering, and economic downturn Nigerians are facing. Some citizens have taken to the street to state their protest tag, #End Bad Governance in Nigeria. The nationwide protest lasted for 10 days. Despite the protest, the Council of State meeting, which had former presidents Goodluck Jonathan, Muhammadu Buhari, ex-military head of state, Yakubu Gowon, and Abdulsalami Abubakar in attendance, passed a vote of confidence on Tinubu. So, whatever you like, you say, Tinubu is going to use 8 years, says Daniel Bwala. If there is no confidence coming out from what he saw, he wouldn't have come out on his X page to say something like that. You know,
they bought the conscience of the judges. They all know what is going to happen. But let me tell you this. Your work will, thank God the president said in one of his press conferences that, okay, either good or bad,
yes,
no, there is no any condition that will warrant you that makes you begin to curse Nigeria. Yours is to say, God bless you, God bless Nigeria, even though the leader is bad. You wait for the leader to renew his mandate. When he comes around to renew his mandate, then you can now vote him out if he's not good in the office. If he's not if he's not a good leader to the
not capable
enough to be the leader, then you vote him out. So let's wait and see what the pregnant night will give birth to.
All right, we are on it, and I'm waiting patiently to see what that pregnant night will give birth to. All right, we've come to the end of News Review today. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, on YouTube, on X account, on TikTok, on YouTube at Wisdom Yard Online TV. You can as well join our WhatsApp community on 070-1010-8549. Thanks to our sponsor, Nokpa Abaus. Thank you, Ambassador Ilo Arotimi, for joining. It will come again on your screen on Monday. Thank God it's Friday. I remain my humble self, Odunayo Adelere. Be good and be fine. Bye for now.